Before we get started, a big thank you to all of my subscribers over on Patreon who are on screen now, and my subscribers over on Twitch. Thank you all so much for the support, and a big thank you to my legendary supporters on Patreon, Mike, Kira, Obi-Wan Kanzi, and Shao Quinn. Thank you guys so much. If you would like to support me and the channel and work that I do, then please head over to patreon.com/mandatoryquest, where you can pledge over there, or go over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest, and you can always subscribe to my Twitch channel. But without further ado, let's get on with the show. Welcome back to the Frosthaven playthrough. So I will be re-attempting the scenario from last stream. However, at the end of the last stream, we didn't have a chance to resolve an outpost phase because the stream had gone on for a very long time and I need to get to bed. So I haven't done an outpost phase yet because technically I have gone back to Frosthaven to be able to collect all of the loot that I gathered. So it's a good idea to do that when you've got, fresh parties. So I have gone back and I've decided to just go straight back, but I did that so that I had the opportunity to collect all of that loot. Also resolve a summer outpost event, and also to hopefully build a building as well. And obviously march on the calendar a little bit as well. So before we get started, we're gonna do a very quick outpost phase. And what I'm gonna do here is we're just gonna do the event. Then we'll do a new road event because obviously we're traveling back out again. So we need to do a summer outpost and a summer road event. And then in terms of building, I'm just going to take a bit of a note of how much resources I have now, because I know that I can build at the end of this phase. I'm not going to buy any new items because, to be honest, I feel like I'm pretty well equipped as I am right now. And all of the resources that I've gathered are probably going to go into maybe some buildings and stuff anyway, as we've just unlocked a bunch that we want to try and build. So I'm not going to change anything in terms of items or anything with the character, so we don't need to worry about that. But I will build something, probably the enchanter finally. So let's do that then. So let's start with a summer outpost event, and I will also get the calendar. But in terms of sticking and everything, what we'll do is we'll do stickers and everything at the end of the episode when we do the other outpost phase then as well. Okay, so we need to cross this off. That does mean we have to read a section in the book, 133.1. Also, we need to remember to look out for people's names, because that is one of our personal quests now on the drill, I think it is. Minus stamina for drill. I don't think I have the... I don't think I have the herbs. Don't think I have the herbs. Might be wrong, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll maybe do that next time. I don't want to... I just want to get straight into the scenario again, really, today. We can always... I'm sure that won't be the difference between us winning this scenario or losing. And if it is, then I guess we lost. But the good thing is we don't have to go get the chests and things this time, right? We can pretty much just kind of beat the enemies and just go, and it should be fine.
You walk into the newly built Enhancer's shop and marvel. It is already one of the most impressive structures in Frosthaven. Voice of 8 truly has exceptional craftsmanship. Nira smiles at you from behind the counter.
Our champions have arrived. Since you were so instrumental to us in establishing our outpost, we have decided to gift you the gold necessary for our enhancement rituals. If you would like to partake of our services, of course.
So technically shouldn't have done that because building 44 is not built yet. All right, there you go. First mistake of the day. So I apparently don't get to do that. If building 44 is not built yet, add 133 to the calendar in 3 weeks and stop reading. It is not built yet. So why do they get you to do that? Like, is it possible? It wouldn't have been possible for me to build it by then, would it? We won't worry about it. We'll be pretty close after today anyway. Use 2 inspiration. Yeah, I guess I could, but I also want to save inspiration for when I retire, because this might be a quicker turnaround on these characters. So, you know, if I can do the double retire and I might be inspiration short, that would kind of suck. Okay, so now we just need to do the summer outpost event. Okay. Summer outpost number 15. I'm not quite sure how they would expect you to have done that by then, because you cross that off and then you do it there. Maybe it was a typo or something, because you shouldn't have been able to have. You would not have it built. So it was a bit silly. When your party got that event, your character retired that outpost phase. So your trapper got an enhancement for the next person to play it. Oh yeah, I suppose that would happen. That is a bit weird.
Damn White Oak. They give us half a budget and still expect us to stay alive.
Captain Olmsted is stomping around angrily. He punctuates his frustration by knocking a weapon rack to the floor.
Upgrades to the barracks can mean the difference of lives in this town, and we're stuck filling requests that take months to get through the passing back just to have their stupid red rejected stamps!
He grabs a training sword and stabs it into the straw belly of a practice dummy. This seems like a bad time to ask if there are any new jobs posted. Option A. Offer to cover the cost of upgrading the barracks yourself. Option B. Leave and come back later.
Okay, option A, offer to cover the cost of upgrading the barracks yourself, or option B, leave and come back later. Bear in mind that in terms of gold and things at the moment, we have very little gold. We only have 15 gold on Fist. And I'll be honest, I was sort of hoping to keep that gold for upgrading and building the enchanter. So I might have a no, I might have a feeling about where I want to go for this one. Marty, how's it going, buddy? Thank you so much for the 13 months of Amazon Prime subs. I really appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're doing awesome. Hope you are having a great week so far. The quest continues, my friend. Good to have you back. What are people thinking? So my personal vote would be for option B, because I kind of want to keep the money. Oh, it's a 50-50. Okay, I'm breaking it then. I'm breaking the tie. No effect, and it goes to the bottom of the deck. Okay. Winner, winner. Nice. That'll do. That'll do. All right, good. So that means that basically we can go to purchasing, but I don't think we want to actually buy anything. But we will get some herbs, I guess, through this. So I guess we should make sure that we are planting some herbs for this. So I'll just make sure that I get some herbs, because that's the one building that we care about now. So let's go for... Ooh, do we need arrow vine? Okay, let me just check for this major stam potion, see which ones we need for it. So we have the arrow vine. We have the flame fruit. Do we have the axe nut? We do not have the axe nut, so perhaps we make axe nut. Yes, we make axe nut. Oh, actually, I can't. Dang it. I can't, actually. Because we haven't got one there. So we'll have to make a flame fruit. Make a flame fruit. And then I will quickly sticker over an axe nut because that's what I need for the. And then I think we can buy the major stamp next time. Noop. Hey, Kira. How's it going, buddy? Ugh, where are my stickers? Ha! What happens if I run out of these? That ain't gonna be good. What do you do if you run out of stickers for the garden? You know, I guess it's probably not very likely or not very probable, but I'm kind of kidding there. Okay, good. And so then we're going to build the enhancer, which is technically going to cost us 10 money, 4 metal, and 3 wood, which I will do now. So we're going to go down to 5 here. And then I've got it in my communal, I think. 3, 4. Okay, great. So essentially we've built the enhancer for those purposes. I won't do any of the stickers or anything now because we'll do that towards the end, but then we can just kind of move on. Does planting in the garden cost a herb? Didn't think it did. To be honest, I don't know. Possibly. If it does, then I've probably played it slightly wrong for a while, because I don't think I've done that very much. Garden. Where are you, garden? Garden. Oh, you're right. Well, I can't do that then. I've been playing that wrong. I think well, having said that, I may have not played it completely wrong. I might have only done it once or twice. But that's probably why I was thinking, why am I running out of stickers? But I don't have an axe nut anywhere, so I'm going to try and take the sticker back off. Yeah, you're totally right though. Yeah, I've been playing that slightly wrong. I think I've only done it maybe one other time, and we've caught it now, so I don't think it's going to be, you know, a killer or anything like that. But good catch. Thank you. All right, so we've done all that, so now we'll do road event, because we're going straight back out again. God damn, I've got so many road events, summer road events, 'cause it's been so long. Summer road event 29.
You're walking down the trail a few hours from Frosthaven when you can't help but notice the insects nearby following you. You can never be too sure whether a swarm of bugs are a sentient harrower or idle insects smelling your lunch. All doubt is removed when the ground begins to tremble and the swarm coalesces in front of your eyes. Harrowers interacting with other races tend to wear clothing to give the illusion of a more solid form, and typically can't maintain a presence much larger than a human without splitting. This harrower, however, draws its naked form to a towering height larger than an Orgox. The twitching, swirling mass forms a gaping mouth wider than your arms could stretch and speaks with a humming, layered voice that makes your skin crawl.
Where is Frosthaven?
Option A. Point it in the direction of Frosthaven. Option B. Point it away from Frosthaven.
Oh, is it good intentioned or bad intentioned? All right, the poll is up. Option A or option B, everybody? What do you think? Is this a well-intentioned harrower? It just says Sather. Where is Frosthaven? Option A is to point it in the direction of Frosthaven. Option B is to point it away from Frosthaven. You love how there is no option to ask them their intentions first, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately there are certain things that video games do a little bit better. You can imagine that if this was like an interaction in Baldur's Gate, there would probably be about 20 different options. Depending on like different things, traits you may have, outcomes. Option A, pointed in the direction of Frosthaven. Okay. Well, respectful, guys, respectful. All right. Let's just hope he's a good guy.
With the looming monstrosity staring you down, you point the way toward Frosthaven. Without another word, the harrower dissolves into a sea of bugs that swarm past your legs down the path you indicated. It's some time before the unsettling sound of their thousands of tiny legs fades from your mind.
Add event Summer Outpost 44 to the Summer Outpost event deck. Let's do it. We're making it even bigger. Look at how thick this is now. Oh, that's a thick ass boy. Bet it's an ad event. It is. It is. Ooh. Oh, it is. All right. So let us begin again. Same scenario. 87. We have one go there, don't we? And we have a regular guy here. So I won't go through the foreteller narration for this particular one, considering that we've kind of already done it. if this is the first time you're watching this, and this isn't the second time you've been here for this scenario, so you haven't seen this scenario before, essentially it is a side quest. We're off to find this character called the Collector, who seems to be collecting various animals for his own testing purposes, but specifically we were put on this to rescue a girl's brothers who have been captured by the Collector. And the scenario goal is just to kill all enemies, kill all monsters. And we do have these doors in front of us to do, so that was 2, 3, 1 and 4. But hopefully this time, now that this is our second attempt, we can be successful. We got quite unlucky last time, so I'm hoping that this time is very different. Hopefully the brothers aren't dopes who die to retaliate. Maybe. Okay, so drill. Do we want layabout, shirker, or rambler? I think we ended up getting like 9 XP last time, 8, 9 XP, which isn't a huge amount to be fair. Shirker's very hard because we don't have any range at all, so that's gone. That's a no. Rambler, end no more than 3 of your turns in the hex in which you started the turn, except when long resting. Doesn't play very well with Giant Sword. I could just try and go for the 2 ticks and try and gain 7. I mean, to be honest, yeah, we ended up on 8, I think, last time. Although I would hopefully do better this time on my second attempt. So I should hopefully get more than that. It's an interesting one. Rambler, you have to actually track throughout, which is kind of a pain. Yeah, also doesn't play very well with my Giant Sword combo. Let's try layabout and just see if we do it right. I mean, if I notice that we're getting close to doing it, then we'll maybe actively try and avoid taking too much XP. But generally speaking, I really hate this particular personal quest. Like, I hate personal quests that are like, oh, just don't play your character very well. So, well, great. There are certain scenarios where maybe it's quite short, so getting 7 is maybe pretty hard in a short scenario. Maybe you're not well suited to a scenario, so perhaps, yeah, maybe taking that's good. But generally, I really dislike the ones that are, oh yeah, just don't play your character. But the ones that are like, don't pick up any loot. It's like, but I want to pick up loot. I need it to progress my campaign. Don't pick up any loot. Okay. Like, they're just weird. I just don't, I feel like the game is, just doesn't need them. I 100% agree, yeah. You just want to tell Chad that Avril Lavigne is currently asking me why I have to manage things, have to make things so complicated. Moving on. We have Slowpoke, we have Cleaner, we have Pedestrian. Slowpoke, move no more than 2 hexes on each turn. No chance. Absolute no chance. Again, like that's... Collect 3 or more loot tokens in the same turn. Now that is something we could probably do. Never enter a hex occupied by an ally, enemy, objective, or obstacle. That seems kind of doable, right? I mean, I did just bring in a jump card, though. Yeah, I think Pedestrian's pretty doable. Challenge, if we choose to accept it. Oh god, these are long ones. Greed is good. Enemies perform loot 1 at the end of each of their turns. Whenever an enemy takes a loot token, it gains strengthen. If this scenario has no loot deck, draw a new challenge and place this card on the bottom of the deck. Or pack hunting. At the start of the 3rd round, spawn 1 normal hound in any starting hex for each character in the party. If the scenario has hounds in the first room, or 6 types of monsters not counting the hounds. What? If the scenario has hounds in the first room, or 6 types of monsters not counting the hounds, draw a new challenge. Do I have 6? We have 6 different types of monsters. Okay, so we have to draw a new challenge for that. I think we need to draw a new challenge because we have 6 different monster types in this scenario. Shared pain. Each time an enemy causes a character to suffer damage, another character suffers 1 damage. Yeah. To be honest, both of these are pretty bad. I think I might just skip either of these. I mean, I personally want to loot, so... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass on challenges. I'm gonna pass on challenges. Skip to get a win. Yeah, skip to get a win, and also those challenges, like, I'd much rather get a little bit of extra loot to try and build something than maybe miss out on some loot because the enemies are just doing silly things. Okay, so the only changes that I've made to the characters' cards is I have bought in these cards for them. So I bought in Shard Launch for Fist. The reason for this is that I felt like, especially towards the end of the scenario, and there was the retaliate enemies, it just felt like we couldn't safely attack at times, and that our range was causing us an issue, like being solely melee focused the whole time. I mean, there were a couple of occasions when I just had nothing to do because I didn't have a nice card to just go open a door, play a ranged attack, hopefully hit something, generate an element, cool. We've done a little bit of damage, we've set our element up, we're good for the next round. It felt like I was very much like, oh, I'm opening a door, hoping that there's going to be an enemy there. Now, I know where the enemies are now, but I think going forward, having that flexibility, just being able to kind of, I'm going to walk into the room and I've got a range 3, target 2 attack. It's also just very well costed, right? It's 4 damage, really. 2 draws, you know, a lot can come from that. So I think like it was quite good. A good little pickup. Also, the bottom is a move 3 with jump and immobilize with the target suffering 1 damage. So potentially an important extra hex of movement, possibly, and potentially an important extra bit of damage as well. You know, could finish off an enemy if we come up a little bit short somewhere. So just thought it was like pretty good card to bring in. The card that came out for that, if you're interested, is Fury of the Mountain, which I did like for the initiative, but I generally found that this card I was mainly using for the 23 initiative and not much else, because the ice, I was generally using the ice in combination with some other ability. So I just kind of felt like, yeah, let's get rid of it. Let's not bother with that. And the movement as well, 2, retaliate 1, was kind of fine, but yeah. I just feel like Shard Launch is just a little bit more flexible. So that was that. The other card that I bought in for the drill is Pressure Builder. So it's an attack 2, consume ice, giving you an additional +2 attack on 1 XP, and increases your pressure up. I felt like now that I'm bringing in Shard Launch, I'm going to have even more ice. So I felt like, okay, there's going to be a bunch of ice, or there should be a ton of ice. And Fist does like to use it a lot, but doesn't necessarily need to use it every single turn. So it kind of made sense for me to have some other card that used ice for a powerful attack on the drill instead. The bottom of this, to be honest, I wasn't that interested in, but it's got move 3, but potentially there's some shielding capabilities there, which is quite nice. But the move 3 is quite good, and potentially consume fire if I've previously generated it to make my pressure go up as well. The card that I got rid of was actually super heat transfer for this card. Mainly because I felt like, well, this is a move, most of the time this was a move 1, and I didn't really like that. It kind of helped my pressure go up a little bit, but it was, sometimes I actually felt I was being hindered by this move rather than helped. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to default move 2 anyway. So it just kind of, it didn't really work. I do think that losing this ice on the bottom though might be a bit of a big deal, which is why shards coming in with the extra ice might be okay, but yeah, we're kind of losing an ice generator, gaining an ice generator, I don't know. And I felt the top was just super underwhelming, really, just super underwhelming. Although it was a good way to increase the pressure very quickly, I just found it to be a very underwhelming attack that just, like, it just didn't do enough for me. So I thought, like, we'll give this one a go instead. Initiative-wise, they're both pretty much the same. Like, there's not a huge difference here. So, not a massive tangible difference. But there you go. So those are the changes that I've made, and who knows? If they're good or not, well, I guess we'll find out. Is it you, or are the challenges ridiculously varied in their difficulty? Yeah, there is quite a big swing, but I think that, you know, upgrading the town halls so that you can draw multiple challenges is a good way of kind of mitigating some of the randomness. It's a bit like battle goals, isn't it? Like, it's the same kind of level. This scenario have chests on the loot deck? It does not. No. It does not. All right, well, let's go. Let's get cracking. Let's get crack-a-lacking. So we know that on the very first turn of the game, we are going to play one with the mountain. That is going to happen. And we'll probably go late, and we'll probably just chuck some kind of heal. Usually a good idea to do this. Just gives me the ability to kind of get Earth up as well, nice and easy. So we'll go on 83. It's a very simple first turn. Seems to do good. We need to be on regular here, on the wall, for our pressure. Realistically, I feel like just going straight for that big push on the guard immediately on the first turn is pretty decent and worked quite well before. So potentially we could use steam armor bottom. Feels like a little bit of a cop-out though. Could just use B-Max as a big move here. Because realistically, I want to try and get up to the top there. I guess Voice from the Below doesn't really do anything, actually, does it? I guess what I could do is instead of Voice from Below, actually use the bottom of Shard Launch here, which is probably a pretty good idea, actually, because I could immobilize the Archer, maybe. Which could work quite nicely. So 83 there, and we will go 22 here. All right, well, do all, straight up. Your team may enhance strengthen on the bottom of that. Can you do strengthen on the bottom of it? On Voice from Below? Oh, one with the mountain. Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you meant Voice from the Below there. That's an interesting idea. But then you don't... I don't know, because then you're not playing the core mechanic of the character. But then you just go all in on elements. That's an interesting way to, like, if you were retiring, enhance that, and then that gives you maybe a really strong idea, like start on playing the different build, right? The kind of, actually we're not playing the top of one with the man, we're playing something different. Okay, let's do our move 4. We're just gonna get as close to the door as possible. It kind of just makes sense. And then we're gonna rocket boots. All right, +1. So that's gonna be 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna push through the trap, which is gonna do another 4 damage. It's gonna be 1, 2. Actually, do I want to push it there? I'll push it there. Boop. Cool. And that creates fire. All right, so the archer is going to attack, and unfortunately is going to immobilize us, which kind of blows. So it's going to attack us for -1. So that's going to be 2. With the chainmail, 1. So that's 1 damage to the wall. To get immobilized though, which is really bad for this character because we have literally no way of fighting through that, really. Like, no way. Immobilized is basically just game over for the drill, unfortunately. The app is froze. Thank you for the heads up. Let me just reset it. Ta-da! There you go. Plus that, so that's going to be 2 damage. Okay, so hammer time. So first things first, we'll play 1 with the mountain. 2 XP. And then we'll play shard launch. And we will immobilize the archer and deal 1 damage to them. All right, so end of round, I'm going to take 2 damage to recover with 1 with the mountain shard launch. All right, next round. So at least I guess we can wail on him here, right? That's nice. Could use Frost Eruption as well, which is probably pretty nice here. I could actually use the bottom of Drawer of the Bedrock to try and get a Retaliate 2 trigger on the Archer, which seems like probably pretty good. So let's go on 10 here. I like it. Does mean I don't necessarily have to worry too much about this. Did I increase my pressure at all? I didn't, did I? No. Okay, that's fine. To be honest, we might just be opening the door, to be honest. Kind of... Oh, no, we won't be. We're immobilized, right? We can't do that. I'll tell you what, I could put bronze plating up for a round. It gets me up into orange and gives me regenerate, which is not a bad thing to have right now. And then we'll be into orange, and then I can probably find a way to get myself up into red. That immobilize kind of sucks, because I could have done a really cool move otherwise. Yeah, I guess we're using bronze plating here, huh? Not much else. I could heal myself for 3. Oh, I could heal myself for 3 and I could go up, up. I mean, that's a great way of starting the, you know, getting ready for the next room, right? I mean, that's a super good way of doing it. And then we just bust open. I mean, I'm pretty confident the fist should kill... maybe not both of them, but should kill one of them. Let's go late here. Actually, no, let's go early because of the... No, let's go late because I want the... I really, really want the regenerate to stick here. Just in case we miss and it's like a multi-target or something. Could have gotten better. You don't think Fist works with one with the mountain? If you enhance the bomb, it seems wise to play it on the second turn, a stamina potion it back before your first rest to get the top going as fast as possible. Oh, I see what you mean. Do you think there's no way of really playing one with the mountain? You could maybe get one round of it with a stamina potion, sure. And then play it on turn 2 instead. But that way you've got... But then I guess the problem is, though, is that on like the first couple of turns, you really need to heal 4. It's like a very good reset card, isn't it? Like resets you, heals you for 4, creates both of your elements, and it gives you ward. I mean, it's a very powerful bottom ability, to be fair. But you know, that's the kind of juxtaposition, isn't it? They would have to make the bottom really powerful, because otherwise you would never ever consider playing it, which is, you know, arguably still the case, but I'm trying. Right, Frost Eruption. So we're going to do an attack 2, push 2 on these guys. So first up will be, I guess, attacking the guard. 2. There's 2 damage. Dead. Doesn't have shield, right? No. And then we're going to be attacking the archer for 2. 4. I mean, the ×2s are coming out already, guys. I don't know how I feel about that. And then we can create 1 hex ice terrain and 1 featureless red hex for the attack ability. I mean, I could just put... I could put 1 there like that. I'm just thinking like about giving myself a little bit more movement. If I put it here, then unfortunately he's gonna like run off that way, when really I just want to go like... But that could help. That could give me an additional +1 movement for my Frozen Fist going forward, right? And then the second half of the card, sorry, the second card we're playing is Draw of the Bedrock Bottom. And we're literally just playing that as a Retaliate 2 for the round. That's it. Nothing more. Okay, so it's going to be an attack 2. So it's going to attack the fist here with disadvantage. Miss. I think that'll be a miss. Drawing them already. So that's a miss. And it will take 2 retaliate damage. But we are immobilized now on fist, which does kind of blow a little bit. So I think we need to do the bottom of this first, don't we? I think. I don't think it matters massively. But so we're going to do a heal 3, but because we are in regular, we're also getting an additional 1. So we're going to heal for 4. Not going to matter anyway. Going to heal for 4. That is going to increase pressure up to high. Oh no, hang on, I've done it wrong. Well, I did it wrong. I need to play this one first. Because then I get the regenerate and the 1 XP. That's what we wanted to do. And then we end up on over. So basically we only healed 3 instead of 4, but that's fine because we only needed 3. And now we've got the regenerate stuck on there. We're good. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to miss that extra increase there. So bronze plating is technically in play right now, but we'll discuss that in a sec. Don't forget the regen from Fist. Good call, thank you. Okay, so end of round. Shall we, which one should we get back? Drawer of the Bedrock. We created ice, sorry, that last round too. That should be there. Drawer of the Bedrock. It's pretty good, but it's a level 2 card. I feel like Frost Eruption is just generally quite good. It's a big heal. Drawer of the Bedrock is our kind of other fun one, though. Now, let's get back Frost Eruption. We can always Stamina Potion that back if we get a good opportunity. I really hope that the regenerate... Can I, like... I think there's usually a setting for that. Oh, the dream. Okay. Well, we should really be able to handle this nice and easily. So really all I want to do is I'm in high pressure right now. I'm in over pressure. We got all of the pressure. The problem is that, well, I suppose I could run in, I could just do a big steam armor, couldn't I? And that creates ice, which is pretty good. Because I have a feeling, if I remember rightly, that the enemies in this room were... There's like 1 automaton and 1 archer. So there's an archer at the back of the room and the automaton's like wherever. And I think there's an obstacle here from memory. So I could do the old... destroy obstacle. So that would make me go from that. I would go to... I would go to regular, create ice, then this would increase me back up to, yeah, that's probably quite good. And then I can, oh no, because I'm on the top of Ancient Drill, don't I, really? Do I just open the door and not use the ability? That just feels really bad, but... The thing is that next time I have a really good turn. So... I feel like, do I just open the door and just chill? Just feels bad. This is the weird thing with Drill, right? Because I feel like I'm already out of cards. I got 2 turns before I have to rest. What? When did this happen? I should have an extra card in my hand or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm down a card somewhere. Oh, that's right. I was bringing in super heat transfer. The card I got rid of was recursion. Yes. Whoops. My bad. So I do have 1 more card in hand. That makes me feel a little bit less bad. I feel like something was wrong. Something was very wrong. Don't really have a good use for super heat transfer now, though. Well, I suppose I could move 2 and create ice without any issue now. And I could use the ice myself to attack maybe the archer. That seems okay, actually. Because I'm kind of using the ice and then consuming it. So then, as long as I go after 20, I could have a really good turn with fists. What's my thing? Never enter a hex occupied by an ally, enemy, objective, or obstacle. Well, I feel like pedestrian's already gone. Because I specifically want to do that now. I suppose I could just open the door myself, couldn't I? Nah, screw it. I think I can avoid it. 5. Well, that would do it. Oh, I'm gonna go for it. I can't remember exactly where the enemies are. I'm gonna go for it. I want to try and play a bit quicker today. I wasn't very quick last time. Okay. So we're going to use the bottom of super heat transfer. So we'll move, because we're in over, none of this triggers. So we're just going to move 2, and we'll just move 1 here to collect this loot, because, you know, we need loot. And then we're going to go for pressure build-up. So we'll consume this ice, and we'll attack for 4. 4. Beautiful. That kills this. We consume the ice, we gain 1 XP. And then we go over, which we've already done. So that's all good. So we stay in over, which is the important thing. We want to stay in over because we want the big ancient drill next turn. So that's good. And then in terms of the loot, let's see what we get. Metal. Okay. So that is you done. Oh, he's immobilized. After all that. I'm just being so dumb. Okay, he's immobilized. I can't do any of that. Well, in that case then... Jesus. Probably just use the bottom of that. I forgot about the immobilize. Bottom of that and top of that? Sure. I don't think I can do my thing anymore. Dang it. Okay. We'll have to just do this instead. On 61. So I could leave the ice there and not take the bless. Probably a good idea because I'm going to need the ice next round. So I won't use the ice, but I will heal myself for 2. Did it give me the automatic heal from the regen? I don't think it did it? I want it to automatically apply, but I don't want it to... Pretty sure I was on 11. Undo, undo. 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 Yeah. Yeah, 11. Oh, okay. Well, it's now doing it, but it's not giving me the heal where it was before, I think. Which is, yeah, I wish you could do one without the other. Don't remove it, but also give me the heal. So we'll heal it to 14. And we'll do a loop 1, and we'll create earth. So ice and earth basically need to be up at this point. Nice. Okay, so end of round. What shall I get back? I mean, voice from below still seems pretty good to me. It's really nice to get the extra heals. Sure. Okay, cool. Next round. So the goal here then is to like just bust in there. And try and get the brittle on the big guy. The brittle on the big guy. Run in, get brittle on the big guy. Easy, right? I don't think I can get there. I don't have enough movement to get there with my ancient drill. We might need to like short rest. I need a pair of boots on this character, like actual more movement boots. I don't know why I bought the wing shoes. I think I'm gonna have to go get like plus movement boots. I don't think they're the right boots for this character. I could try and like discard and get back a big move, maybe. Feels a bit inefficient right now. But if I can kill in a single turn that automaton, that's going to be pretty awesome, dude. Otherwise, I'm doing like a default move 2, default move 2. Like, I'm going to have to be resting anyway. And this character kind of blows, to be honest. It kind of blows. Yeah, I got a short rest. If I prelate, it stays until the next attack. Yeah, but I'm going to have to either short rest now or short rest next turn with the drill in order to do that, really. I mean, I guess I could just hit it with my... I mean, I guess I could hit it with... I could just long rest and get the encased punch, couldn't I? That'd be a hit of 4. It's the shield thing, though, you see? I want the pierce. I'm going to short rest. Screw it. B-Max. Pretty damn good attack. Also a move 4. But it's not the right move 4. Different card, I think. Oh, I should put this in too. Sorry. Power Core. That's a good one, but that's our big stun gone, I guess. I think it probably is B-Max. It's either B-Max or Rocket Boots here. I think it has to be B-Max to get the move 4. I really underestimated the lack of movement on this character. I felt like I need more. I really do. Okay. Hammer first. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move 4. But because of this, that's going to make us move 5. We're going to go 1. Essentially, we gain 1. 2. Flippy flip. And that is 184.6. Oh, hang on, this is room 1, sorry, not room 2. 31.2. $31.2. Yeah, there you go. So it's a Mr. Automaton. Right, so we've got 5. We're going to consume that ice. Is that a good idea to put it there? I mean, that's quite good because it's going to help us like run from one room to the other, right? It's a nice straight line. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. We probably should have healed there too, huh? Oh, of course he's shielding 6 this round. Okay, well, it screws us anyway, then. That short rest is all for nothing. Thanks, game. We're also warded. So -1, so that's going to be 1 with the shield, nothing. Nada. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I guess we just have to... Show must go on, huh? So we'll move 4. Oh, no, if we do damage to it, then we lose the brittle. That was a really good card that it just pulled. I guess we will have to go for the encased punch play next time then. Yikes. I guess I didn't really figure this through, because that would have triggered and I would have triggered the brill anyway. I didn't really think that one through, did I? I think I was always doomed there. I didn't do a good job of that. I didn't sequence it correctly anyway. What I'm learning is that I really, really need plus movement on metal mosaic on drill. I really need it. Because it is... Like, your big moves are forcing you to either take down your pressure or change in a certain way, and it's just not good. You just don't want that. It's gonna give us 1 XP, but that's also gonna bring us down 1. And then I can't play Ancient Drill. I guess alternatively there, what? I could have destroyed the obstacle and kept my thing going. Oh, I suppose I could have done that, couldn't I? Where was I? Kept my pressure up 1 more. Could that have worked? Yeah, that could work. Sure, let's do that instead. So we need to remove an XP. And we just played the cards the other way around. Isaac continues his master trolling ways. Yeah, I feel like that is one... I mean, like, it's one of those things, isn't it? If you could perfectly play, then the game would be much easier. And that's why abilities like stun and what have you are just so powerful, right? Because it just prevents enemies from being able to react, so you can perfectly set up combos. And that's why it's been removed from the game somewhat. Okay. So I will pay 2 health on hammer to recover encased punch. I mean, we can do the top of this now. Attack for 4 with the brittle, that would be 8. It's a pretty good attack. And we could do a heal afterwards. We go 22. And if I go 20 here. It's not very nice. Okay. So first off the wall. So we're going to use the bottom of pressure build up to move 3. I'm already liking the value that this card's given me. 1, 2, 3. Nowhere to slide. Now, because we're over, we can attack for 5 with a stun. I mean, it's probably better for me to now stun the... it's probably better for me to stun... What's hazardous terrain damage? 2? So it's going to be 3 pure damage to both my characters. That's 6. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I think I stun on the automaton here. Because I'm also, it's a larger attack for the brittle, right? It's 10. Sure. So we're going to use electrical discharge top. So we're going to attack for 5. Oh no! Whoa. So that's 5. Times 2 is 10. Times 2 again is 20. Minus 2 shield, that's 18. Oh, you're dead. Boom. I mean, there's one way to kill an automaton, I guess. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. I will most definitely take it. Wow. We take 2 damage. We lose the regenerate, unfortunately. I mean, nobody really needed it, but now we're going to move down twice on the pressure. So we're going to go to regular. That's pretty good. You love the name I picked for drill. You just wish I had picked a hammer name that was consistent, like Estwing or Stiletto. I can think of any hammer. I've never heard of those before. I've never heard of those brands before.
Now that's a lot of damage!
I'm up for changing it. I've just never, like, for me, a hammer is a hammer. Like, I don't... I have not heard of a hammer brand before. So it's like, it's a hammer. Well, we can change it. If that, I mean, like, those sound like interesting ideas. I quite like Stiletto. I feel like it needs to be. Stiletto feels a little bit too dainty for fist, though. You're a carpenter. Ah. So are there any like more like? You know, you got to come up with a name befitting of the fist, right? In some way. Hammer time. Well, we're going to recover our health. What kind of makes our turn a little bit weird, to be honest. Because I could heal here, or I could just move on to the terrain, really. Which may be better, because it's going to be disadvantaged attacks. They're going to take damage. Might just be better, because then it's basically killing it. And we're going to be probably on long rests pretty soon anyway. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to use this as default move 2. And I'm going to move on to here. Because of sure footing, we can ignore icy terrain. So we're going to get this loot. I may as well just do that now while I'm doing it, you know? Ah, coins, good. Coins is what we want right now. Stiletto makes a titanium hammer. It's the best in the biz. Interesting. stiletto? It's just a, you know, it's a shoe. not a hammer. That's what I think of. Stiletto shoes are very spiky. They are spiky, but they're like, yeah, I mean, like, they're kind of like stilettos, aren't they? Like, elegant. I feel like Fist is anything but elegant. Right, let's attack for 3. 3. Okay, so did I heal up for 1 then? I probably didn't, did I? Don't think I did. Algox Archer is going to attack. So it's going to attack for 2 on both of them. So first up on DeWalt with disadvantage. +0. And then the last charge of Chainmail. So it's going to be 1 damage. Then on Hammer with disadvantage. 0. So that's going to be 2. With the shield 1. And then because of Encased Punch, sorry, I should have put that there. Because of Encased Punch, whenever you suffer damage this round, 1 adjacent enemy suffers damage. So you get damage from that. Also, I should have made ice with that. Beautiful. All right, next round then. So what shall I get back from these two? Probably Encased Punch. I mean, the move 4 is just so good. I could open door number 2 and just stand in the door with my shield. And then quite honestly, we could be in a really good position to do, yeah, other stuff. Because that would go up. So then would be an orange. Or I could play this to regenerate, go up anyway. Ooh, I could move 1, go down into blue. What does that look like? It's not too shabby, actually. Fist is getting, like, relatively close to needing their first rest. Another hammer brand, dead on. I like that, dead on. Eastwing is a classic hammer. You've probably seen one in your life. They are famous for their blue handle. Maybe Estwing then is a good name. What about different types of hammers? I was just thinking like your standard hammer, right? But there's different types of hammers. Do-do-do. I feel like I kind of just do that turn again. I'd say what, when you become good with fists, you'll probably be super quick with playing this character because for the most part, you're just playing the same cards over and over and over again. Like you kind of just know what you're doing. I mean, it's nice in a way. Sledge, ballpeen, claw. I like claw hammers. Clawhammer. I mean, clawhammer would be a good name for him, right? Look at all the claws. I mean, wow. I mean, has he got claws? He's kind of got, wow, he's got frozen fists. But he's kind of got claws. He's kind of clawy. I mean, you're kind of clawy. Hey, he's got a claw necklace. Claw necklace. All right, let's do a heal 2, target everybody. So we're gonna heal up ourselves, but then we're also gonna get a heal from that. You're gonna get 2 heal from that, my friend. I'm gonna create earth. And then we're gonna attack with encase punch for 3. Miss? What? That's not allowed. Second card of the deck as well. It begins. So I was going to go super heat transfer. Just do the move 1. Move me down to low. Create ice again, that's fine. Now we're in low, we can do bronze plating top. So we can get ourselves an XP. Move ourselves back up to regular and hit that regenerate self. Which way should we move it? This way, that way? Well, I mean, I guess it's got to move this way, really. 0. Boop. Boop. No damage. Brush hammer sounds R-rated. Jackhammer, jackhammer. That's probably a pretty accurate representation of what the character does, right? Smashing things into the ground. Oblai's kind of tough. Do have a ranged attack though, so we can do a ranged attack next turn. I knew I bought a ranged attack for a reason. Right, so I have 2 cards. I think there's a trap in this room, right? I'm pretty sure there's a trap in this room. The thing is that if I do that though, then I'm kind of like I'm not doing much else. Oh, did I not choose a card back from last time? I didn't, did I? Encase punch for sure. Whew. Almost messed up. Yeah, it's like really awkward. Bronze plating is an interesting one because you can kind of just play it like just absorb. I feel like maybe I just play super aggressively and then I just long rest with one bear in front of me. Sure. Just play aggressively. And realistically, I'll just long rest. Alternatively, I could use the giant sword, I suppose, but that feels like a little bit of a waste. Jackhammer's going to be the name of your next demolitionist. Nice. That suits well. In fact, even she's got hammers. She's got like pneumatic hammers for her hands, right? Like got like a pneumatic fist. Right, so we're going to move to. We are currently in regular, so that's going to get us to go up one. Oops. Up one, great fire. One. Room 2. That's 184.6. That was right. That was a trap. I think there's a trap in every room, to be honest. Oh, I don't think I have enough movement. For some reason I thought this guy was there. He's not. Well, that blows. I'm sure we'll have another opportunity. One and four. So that's one movement. What are they doing? Move 2, attack 3. Could move back. Yeah, I think I moved back. And then I'd probably just use the rocket boots to attack the archer. Three for 3. Oh, why did I go on that? I don't want to go on that. I want to go on 52. That's not me cheating. I did want to go on 52. 1 and 2. Guess there's maybe a bit better for pushing possibilities, maybe. So attack for 3. 4. Alright. Fist, let's heal up for 1. Gonna use Shard Launch, which I think we can just about get him. Just get 1. Oh my lord! It begins, chat. What's that? That's now 2 misses in 3 flips, I think. Keep an eye on it. Two misses in 3 flips. Alright, we no longer have immobilized, which is nice. End of round. Probably getting case punch back again. It's always in case punch. Scenario's cursed? Yeah, feels like it. Fail safe. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the quest. Hope you're doing well. Giant sword refreshes on your long rest. It does. I just haven't found a good opportunity to use it. I'm kind of forced into a long rest right now, to be honest. Sorry, that's been discarded. It's like I either long rest. I mean, I can use the Major Frenzy Potion with the Giant Sword on a long rest, though, right? It's kind of cheesy, but I can do that. Little bit cheesy, but kind of funny. Scenario is cursed for sure. To go early or late here? Doesn't seem to be much benefit of going early, really. Not that I can see here. Dewalt taking a bit of a beating. But the other polar bear can't move, which is kind of nice. So for fist, we're gonna go yoink, yoink. And I guess we'll use cold boulder here. Cold boulder. Which is going to allow me to do just an attack of 2. On number 1. Create earth. Now, I could use my major stamina potion to go again, which I think I probably should, right? Feels like really should. If I get encased punch back, you know, what would be a great card to play with it? Probably Draw of the Bedrock to put Fragile on something. Or Brittle, sorry. Probably. Right, I'm going to take that card back now anyway. I'll just take the 2 damage now. I remember to do it. Okay, so we're going to heal up to, obviously, but before we, I can use items before the long rest, right? This is like the way that, I mean, this is the way you can do it on digital for Gloomhaven, so we'll go for Major Frenzy Potion. And Giant Sword combo. So we're going to attack for 6. 6. Then we reset on the long rest. Already healed. Get rid of something else. Getting to attack for 6 on a long rest seems pretty good. Not bad. Oh, what's I can choose if I want to go up or down? Do I want to go up? Oh god, do I want to go up? No, I probably just want to go down, don't I really? Or I can just stay the same. Stay the same. Staying the same seems okay. I need to kill this guy on 2 health next turn. Ideally. I guess in that case we could go up, couldn't we? No. Do I just rocket boost this guy and just run away? I literally go to number 3 and try and keep myself high. Yeah. Could be the play. And then I'd be ready to open that door. Okay. So that means I'm going to get rid of... Superheat transfer again. I just don't like that card. We're going 17 here. We already know what we're doing. So the plan here would be to hopefully just attack this guy. Sorry, I chose to go up. Sorry. Attack this guy, and then we're just going to go run this way. And because of the ice, we're just going to kind of shoot basically almost onto the door. Going better this time? I would say, to be honest, it feels pretty similar to how it was before. Like, I didn't think it was going bad at this point before, Banker, but... And now I know what to expect. I think it's going okay. I haven't used the traps as well so far as I did on the first attempt, I will say. But I've killed things. Loot. Sorry, I needed to draw a loot card. Shoot. Let's just draw one when we get in. No, that's pretty fucking awful. Oh, God. That's bad. All right, well, the first one's going to attack 2 onto the vault. One with the chainmail. I guess theirs just better, isn't it? Sure. Okay, no damage. That's not so bad. Okay, so to ult, we're going to attack for 3 with the rocket boots. No whammies, please. Well, I seem to be drawing ×2s with this guy. That seems to be going quite well. Then we're going to move 2. And then it says it's going to be 1, 2. Because of the ice. Sometimes the ice actually works in your favor a little bit. Wow. Alright, well I guess we can go get the loot now, which is something. So we'll go 1, 2, we'll pick up the loot. So we're using Case Punch for that. So more loot again. Then we'll use Draw of the Bedrock. So we're going to attack 2, and we'll add the Brittle. 2 damage. Add the Brittle. It gains us an XP as well. While we're here. And technically gives us shield 1 for the round, but we don't really care about that right now. Oh, I need to heal there, don't I? Okay. Another piece of loot. That's great. Gold is what we want. That's literally, oh, if we could just draw gold, I'd be super happy about that. That is a great result for us. Okay. So end of round, I have no cards in hand, so there's no point me using one with the mountain. So we're going to be long resting next turn, not taking that extra damage. I feel like I've gotten myself into the same situation again, where I'm just going to do a big old B-max. Oh, I think I might open the door and drop back here. Or I just go in and do a big electrical discharge. Giggity. But the mastery? What mastery? I haven't been focusing on either of the masteries. Am I actually close to any of them? I don't think so. Oh, recover at least 1 card from your discard pile each round. Well, I guess I could, couldn't I? What do you get for masteries again? Is it like 1 full perk? Yeah, fists is very easy actually, really. Because to be honest, once I get rid of this, I'm probably not going to rest again. Requires short rests. Not necessarily. Yeah, most other characters would require short rest, right? What I'm saying is I could just take the 2 damage to get the card back now. And then I'm going to be getting heals anyway. 1 full perk. But does that mean I can't long rest? No, because I recover cards from my discard during a long rest. It says recover at least 1 card from your discard pile each round. So the difference is that on the last round, I would need to use 1 with the mountain, even though it's inefficient because I'm literally just getting 1 card back. I'm paying 2 health to put a card into my hand from my discard last round. Then on my long rest round, I'm recovering everything from my discard, right? So it's basically, I'm taking 2 damage to try and do the mastery, which I think, let's do that. We still got our big corrupted scroll, right? So let's do that, and we'll take one of the level 1 cards back into our hand. But that's good. That's great. Cool. Yeah, it's like I'm taking 2 damage now, and I probably don't have to do it ever again. Like, I would imagine that this is the first long rest, and we've got 1 more room and then the boss room. There's possibly a rest I need to do before I open this door, because last time I kind of rushed in and didn't go well for me by not having a good plan. So perhaps we need to do 1 more long rest, so maybe we have to do that 1 more time. But yeah, no, that's a great call. It's a very easy mastery to do, actually, really. Of all the masteries, is like a gimme. Yeah, absolutely. That one's crazy. Like most of the other masteries, I'm like, I just kind of forget about them, and then maybe when I'm like level 4 or 5 or 6 or something, I might try one if it's on. But most of the time, it's not even possible. It just feels like it's you specifically have to go out of your way to make sure that it happens, right? No, you son of a bitch. The heel's brittle off, right? No. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure that heel's brittle. I'm pretty sure. I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure. Blech. Yeah. Blech. Wow, back to where we started. I mean, at least we're not attacking it, I suppose. Damn polar bear. Right, we're going to use the bottom of pressure build-up. One. One door. 37.2. Lurkers! Oh yeah, I remember now. This was not a nice room for the drill last time, huh? Some bad memories here. Right. So do I want to move away from these guys, or do I want to... I'm just thinking, like, do I want to move away to try and set up a really ridiculous next turn, or do I want to go in? They're moving 2. And I got 2 movement left, so I can kind of, like... I can get away a little bit here. Or I can just stun this guy. Take what? 2 damage? YOLO. So let's go for... We're going to do top of electrical discharge, so it's going to be an attack 5. With stun. On number 2 here. So that's going to be 4 damage. Getting an XP. Getting close to that 7. I haven't drawn any of my nice modifiers yet, have I? Kind of blows. And then we go down on the pressure. So we're getting attacked for 2 here. One. And then we're also going to take 1 damage from that as well, so 2. Health from the regenerate too. Oh, I'll make sure I'll use this to get an extra heal before we do that. Hard to get rid of here. Need to keep big move. We know we do. Could be the old frost eruption, to be honest. It's a nice heal and everything, but I just feel like we got better things to do. All right, I am YOLOing this a lot in this room. I'm hopeful, chat. I'm hopeful that we can just get it done. We're either going to hit peak drill or this is going to be awful. It's going to be awful otherwise. Yeah, we got our giant sword as well. I mean, we're going to attack them both for 5. And then the giant sword. I mean, I might end up dying. But, you know, hey, it happens. I kind of just want to do it because it's fun. I could also just run over there, which is kind of interesting. Feels like that might be a good idea. To like just bolt over there. So I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need like 7 move. This will give me 2 move. I could do shard launch. That kind of gets me close enough. And hopefully to finish them off. I mean, I might not, but... Was an attack 0? That's... maybe okay? I don't know. Alright, here we go. It's B-max time. So we're going to use the bottom of bronze plating here to add +1 to all my melee attacks this round. That's going to increase my gauge to high. Then we're going to do B-max. Then because we're in high, we can now do an attack 2. Gain 1 XP, take 1 damage, but we'll gain 1 XP. Okay. Now, do I use my giant sword to try and guarantee a kill on this one? Or do I go for... on this one, sorry. Or do I go for the giant sword on this guy to do some more damage, then hopefully be able to swoop in and finish them off maybe with this guy? I think I'd probably do that. So let's do the attack on number 2 first. No additional modifiers, we're just attacking for 5. Okay, 5. We can increase or decrease. Well, we're going down 1 anyway. To be honest, I'm going to be long resting, so... don't think it matters. I could just go... I could go up. So what was that? That was 5, so it's going to be 4 damage because of the shield 1. So it's going to be 4 damage here. Oh boy, that means I'm going to have to draw a +1. Then on the other one, we're going to use the giant sword. So we're also attacking for 7 on the other one. Come on, big damage. 8 minus 1 is 7. Boom. Down to 3. Now he's saying that there's a chance. They're saying there's a chance. How much XP are we on? Are we on 7 right now? We're on 6. Be a little bit careful about the layabout. I do have a card in hand to burn if I need to. I also have Corrupted Scroll, which I could just spam onto him. Actually, that's probably what I should do, actually. Didn't even think about that. I should Corrupted Scroll the drill. Yeah, and I decreased... hang on, I decreased from the B-max, right? And then I re-increased again. I mean, I could go into low. Low's pretty good, right? Low's pretty good. I got rid of the heal, didn't I? Why did I get rid of Power Core? I'm such an idiot. Low's pretty good. We're going down, down. Because low's like, you know, kind of trying to recover a little bit. Okay. Good job, DeWalt. Polar Bear has some staying power. It's not just doesn't want to die. Right, so we're going to move 4, but it's going to be like 1. 2, and we get extra +1 every time we move onto it, I think. I think it kind of ends up being the same. So basically we're going to get 6 movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do shard launch. So we're going to do an attack 2, range 3 on these two fellas. Okay, so on number 2 first. Come on, +1. Oh, disarm. That's pretty much the same thing. I'll take that. That's almost like a kill. I mean, +1's better, of course. Dead is better than not dead, but hey, that ain't too shabby. Then what am I hoping for? Is it ×2 or something? East flip. Okay. Create eyes. Then I'm going to use the corrupted scroll to heal the drill for 5. Does poison him though, but does that really matter? I'm about to get poisoned anyway. Ugh. Okay, so number 2 is going to go first, because even though he's disarmed, he's going to make like he was going to do an attack. So let's put him there, shall we? Doesn't actually perform the attack, but still makes the move. And then 4 is going to do the same kind of thing. It's going to move to there, but it will actually perform its attack. So it's going to do an attack 0 on drill. So that's -1, which is great because then the poison doesn't even come into play either. So that's no damage to the drill. Create earth. Polar bear does nothing. Okay. So end of round. We will get back... I mean, I could just get back shard launch and try and do it again, couldn't I? But it's a bit risky because if I miss, then suddenly we're kind of in trouble on drill. And again, I mean, I have to draw pretty well to kill both with that. I think I'll get encased punch back instead. The old faithful. If in doubt, get back encased punch. Nice to catch a break. Yeah, I mean, this is where it all went wrong last time, right? This very room. Although we had killed the polar bear. So that polar bear is kind of just hanging around, which is not fun for us. But, I mean, eventually he'll come down here and then we deal with him. It should only take us like 1 turn. 2 decent attacks from, you know, 2 decent attacks. 1 from each character, hopefully. That should do the trick, but... yeah, hanging around, not so cool. So I could chuck some retaliate out, which is probably do a really good job of killing them both. Yeah, I could use Drawer of the Bedrock and Cold Boulder to do some work here. $99, we need to get our armor and our giant sword back. So we're going to go nice and early here. Try and draw their fire if possible. I guess technically we're poisoned at this point in time. Did I draw for that? I don't think I drew the attack, did I, on Frozen Fist? So it would have been an attack of 1, nothing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I drew the attack on the Frozen Fist, to be fair. All right, so we'll use Cold Boulder. Cold Boulder. And I'm pretty sure I can put it here, because it's a featureless hex. Do an attack 2. Target all enemies occupying or adjacent to the hex. So, standee number 2 first. 3 damage. And the other one, 3 damage. So that's enough to get this one. This one, because of the shield 1, only does 2 damage. And this says, whenever I suffer damage from an attack this round, after the attack, perform a heal oneself. Also, that poison should drop off now. Then we're going to play Drawer of the Bedrock. And really, the only reason I'm going to do this is I guess I can immobilize something to gain an XP because the earth's there. Or am I going to use the earth again? Probably not. I guess we could use the earth just to get an XP here. May as well. Feels like we haven't got that much XP so far. To immobilize this fella. Use all the crab is gonna. Oh yeah, to add poison and wounds, so I definitely use it. Yeah, good call. Okay. All right, so it's going to attack me for 3. 4, 3, 2. 2. Whenever I suffer damage from an attack this round, after the attack, perform a heal oneself. And it's retaliate 2, so it dies to the retaliate damage. So yeah, both of them are gone. Should have removed them both, sorry. There you go, they're both gone. I didn't trigger either of the traps in that room. I did last time. Feels kind of weird. So DeWalt. Hang on a minute, why am I suddenly on 4 health? Didn't I heal myself up by like 5 and then I didn't take any damage? Is it taking life away when I long rest or something? What? Look, I was on 7. What? Has it been taking life away instead of giving me life on long rests? Chat. The heck? So it should be on 9. You sneaky. Everything's coming up MQ? Yeah. Much better this time. Although we still need a good plan for the next room, right? What should we get rid of this time? This time? I want to keep a couple of like really good, solid cards to just kind of like, you know, win the final room. I know I need to be able to get into like there really quickly. Which is really tough, actually. It's incredibly tough. Especially now I'm in low. That was probably a bad choice. If I was in high, I'd have much more of a chance. I guess I just have to try and work my way up, don't I? That's fine. I'm actually considering getting rid of bronze plating because I haven't been a fan of this card, if I'm quite honest. It might be good to play it now just because I can get the regenerate on though, because I'm on 9. You know, it's potentially going to give me a little bit, but I'm going to heal a little bit anyway. I don't want to get XP either, right? I'm on 6. I can get 1 more XP and that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of bronze plating. It's a weird card. I'm actually not sure if that was the correct choice at level 2. I guess I can go up, so maybe I don't start in low now. I mean, I can do a really nice B-max though. Or am I trying to go for a big rocket boots? I'm probably trying to go for a big rocket boots, really. Screw it. Right, I need to work out what card I want to get back, don't I? Probably get back Cold Boulder because it's a move 4. If in doubt, get back the card that's a move 4. That's a fun bug. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on that. That could have happened earlier on in this. That could have been happening last time and I didn't even notice. And perhaps that's why I felt like I died. Maybe I just wasn't getting health when I was long resting very much. Maybe that's... I mean, I don't want to blame my loss last time on a bug, but, you know, if I can get away with it. Right, how do we have to kill him before the thing opens up. I can loot with voice from below here, which is going to be quite nice actually. Perhaps we go late and just hope that he comes to us. Put a nice asterisk on that last, yeah. I certainly want to go late on my drill, that's for sure. gotta hope that he comes to me. I guess not. Oh well. Best laid plans and all that. Well, I'm gonna use voice from below to just do the loot. Oh dear. Huh? Oh, I guess I get +1 to heals targeting me this round, so I will use the Amulet of Life here. Look, it's not going up.
Nice.
Yeah, the bottom is just a move for... Do I want to be next to him? Do I want to be next to him? Or my next turn am I going to be playing a move anyway? I want him to be occupying icy terrain, but that's kind of hard, isn't it? Oh, I guess I could cold border on top of him, yeah. Move to pressure up, create fire. Honestly, the idea here is that we're just going to keep ourselves nice and close. I mean, I can't use Ancient Drill now. I was hoping they would be close enough to maybe get a sneaky attack in there. Unlikely, though. Okay, so end of round, we will get back Cold Boulder from those cards played. Okay. So I think this time we just Cold Boulder and potentially Frozen Over and just shield up. Seems quite good. And then really I just need to get close to that door. I cannot open that door without some level of, you know, I can get pretty close. And then I've got Rocket Boots into Electrical Discharge next turn. Then I can short rest and just go crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's actually really quite good. And it should, if I can kill the spinning death machine thingy, but this is very much testament on this guy needs to die. I cannot open that door until that guy dies. So it's like, oh, shoot, what do I do? I feel like I'm just gonna, like, you know, not get the turn that I want. I just have to be very careful to not waste my good cards. And also, I tried to not do this because I would really like the double tick. Okay. I think I kind of got it. Maybe. Right, so cold boulder. Get icy. So we'll do an attack 2. Oh, we should heal up for one first. Too. 3. Create earth, and then whenever we suffer damage, we're going to heal 1. And then I will play Frozen Over Bomb to give myself a shield for the round 2. So basically, we generated earth there. Do I help or do I not bother? Sounds stupid, but we hit for 4 next round. If I long rest next round, I hit for 4. The next round I hit for a bit more than 4. Then on the following round after that, I can do the bust in. Or do I go in, attack? Yeah, maybe I just try and play for the next couple of rounds. Yeah, as long as I have a really strong idea of how I enter the room, I think I've got enough cards and time to do that. I'm getting a little bit low on cards on the drill. Okay, let's help. Let's help. I was just gonna like maybe butt up against the door and do very little, but let's help. So we'll consume the fire. We're gonna do the bottom of this. We're gonna move 3. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Yellow. So that is going to increase. And then I'm actually just going to do a default attack 2. I think I'll use the giant sword to do 4. Because then on the next turn, we kind of just chill. Get some loot, get close to the door, and then on the following turn we go boom. We long rest with everyone. Yeah. So I'm going to attack for 4. Oh no, I can't use the giant sword, sorry, because I moved. I can't use the giant sword. So I just attack for 2. Forgot that little caveat. Ugh, 1. Like, I could attack for 4 there, but then I'm going to miss out potentially on my battle goal. And I think the battle goal is pretty worthwhile doing. Now I'm close. Okay, so attack on hammer is going to attack hammer for 3. Miss. It's all good. Who needs this anyway? Whenever you suffer damage from an attack, heal. So I don't get the heal though. But, I mean, rather draw the miss, right? Okay, so I will pay 2 health to get back. I don't think it matters here. I don't think it does. Frozen over? Sure. Next round, we're going to go 22 and 19. Look, am I losing health every single... Look, let's get back. I'm just trying to work out if I should be on 9 health or not. I mean, I guess I should be. Okay, whatever. Just kind of like concerned by it all. All right. Encased punch time. So we're going to attack for 3, 4, because they're occupying ice terrain. I'm surprised you don't get an XP for this. You know, it's quite hard to set up. So that's going to be 5 damage. Then to be honest, I don't need to do anything. I can just shield up again. Create earth. Good old DeWalt. Sorry, that should be there. So create ice 2. So I think I'll just use rocket boots to attack for 3 here. I'm gonna have to lose the loot because I need to be 1 hex from the door, from my reckoning. Great fire. Then I'm going to do a default move 2 here. So it's going to be 1, slide all the way to here, 2. It's important. I know I could go get the loot, but it's important that I'm on that hex. Okay, so end of that round. I need to get one of these 2 cards back, don't I? 2 health for encased punch, I guess. Now I can long rest on Mosaic here, which I think is probably what I want to do. I've got 2 cards, so I could just grab that loot. But then that means that I would be on, like, what, a short rest for the final room for Fist? Or I could long rest now. Reset everything. I felt like that makes sense. Heal up a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit weird because I've got 2 cards in hand, but I think just getting them both to long rest at the same time before we go into this dangerous last room is kind of worthwhile. See that? What did that do? 11? Okay, that did put me up 2. So we're going to get all of that back, all of that back. We still want to be an over. We know those are the 2 cards we're playing. Quite honestly, it's probably B-Max because pretty much the whole thing gives me XP. Well, not that actually. The whole thing gives me XP. Steam Armor mostly gives me XP. Ancient Drill is like a fine attack. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go down there, there, and there. So I'm going to be over to orange to... I'm going to be in low. Which is not great, because low gives me XP. I guess I could Steam Armor, couldn't I? Yeah, B-Max. Expansion idea. What if enemies could learn achievements and killing them gave better rewards? For instance, a polar bear that survived 6+ rounds drops 2 loot or killing 1 XP or something. Just a good game, and it would be just another thing to track. Yeah, I guess it would be just another thing to track. I like the idea of like a leveling style mechanic for enemies. I mean, that would be a quite good scenario condition. You could maybe just make a scenario out of it where, for example, enemies gain something after every round, so the longer it goes. Or you could have, like, similar to the Fading Lighthouse scenario from original Gloomhaven. Maybe you could have it so that, like, on even rounds they get, like, something, and on odd rounds, so maybe they drop an additional loot token every... like in rounds, let's say 3, 6, 9, 12, something like that. An enemy that dies in those rounds will drop an additional loot token. Something like that would be kind of interesting. So then you're kind of trying to set up the killing of them at a specific time. When bosses drop extra loot, you always wondered why. Gloomhaven had 5 loot token coins, but they never came into play. Although, yeah, well, those were really more so for your own mat. So they were so that you could, you know, clean up the clutter on your own player mat rather than actually place it out in the scenario. But usually the rewards come from the actual scenario completion, right? So the boss rewards are usually the scenario completion rewards. But yeah, I agree. It's a bit weird that you kill a boss and it just drops a single bag of loot. The idea is that you get the rewards from the scenario rewards. Do I finally have to get rid of my loot? I mean, I've done a good job looting so far, so... It's my only heal card though. Am I going to get brittle up realistically in this scenario, or am I just going to be like, let's just kill them? I feel like I'm probably not going to have time to do the brittle. Oh, I'm done. Okay, so then. What I'll do is I'll just sort of tidy this up a little bit so that we can... We're not going to be going into these side rooms anymore, so we'll just focus on the tile we're on and the tile we're going to. And then that means I can also slide everything down in a nice, easy way. I don't have to worry about interfering with the playing pieces or anything. Whoop. Look at that. Like I planned it. Okay. So... So far, I think we've done a pretty good job of doing these as well. We've got pedestrians still, I think. I don't think we've cheated there. Right, well, we know what we're going to do. First turn is 100% rocket boost into electrical discharge. We need to try and kill that spinning blade thing as soon as possible. This will get us in there. It will allow us to attack it for 3, stun it. And then basically from that point, we can just try and hit it a few times. And hopefully between us and the guards, we'll kill it quite quick. Because the guard actually does do a fair amount of damage. So, or the brother, I should say. Now, in terms of what we do with our fist needs to come this way and kill the archer. Because the archer is a bit of a pain in the ass. So that's where he's got to go. And I don't think he can quite get there unless we play like a move 4. But that's all good. So what, we're going to go do this on 22. And we're going to do this on 19. That does mean that I'm opening the door on the hammer, which I don't know if that's really what I wanted to do, just in case they go super early, but hopefully they don't go much earlier than that. Can't remember what the top goes at. I don't think they're particularly quick. Okay. Whoop. Pow. 1. Flip. Should we listen to the foreteller for this, just to you know, get us in the mood for the final room? Because we didn't really didn't get that far before. So let's do the final section for this. Was it 70, 87?
After searching the cages and not finding your quarry, you move deeper into the facility. You enter some sort of laboratory and find both of the brothers. They are tied down in the center of the room, a circular machine of flames and blades spinning between them.
I see you have found my latest experiment. Humans. They have proved to be the most valuable of all my subjects. Not so willful.
The two young men see you and cry out for help, while also trying to fight off the spinning death robot.
This is quite a good one for Halloween, right? It's quite Halloweeny. No, scary. It's like Saw. Kind of like Saw or something. Oh, that's not good. Well, actually, it could be worse, I suppose. I mean, he's gonna just immediately kill. No, he won't immediately kill. I've lost my train of thought now. What am I doing? Standees. Means I'm going to take a bunch of retaliate, though. I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. You just need to kill it quickly. Use your health as a resource here. Is there anything else that I need to do here? I don't think so. I think that's everything. Oh, yeah, I need to put the... I can't remember how I did it on Monday. There you go. It's 1 and 2. Probably see that on the side camera, but not on the overhead, unfortunately. There you go. Poor little guys. I got this. I hope so, Starwater. I hope so. I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so that was one move. So now we need to do the other 3. So we're going to do a attack. We're going to put some icy terrain underneath this fella. And we're going to do an attack of 2. Yep. Yep. Two damage. That's going to go here. We're going to create earth. That is going to go over here. All right. So, for those who don't know, the special rules as well. I should probably just go over the special rules quickly so we all are clear. The Flaming Blade Spinner cannot perform move abilities and is immune to forced movement. A and B represent the brothers, allies to me and enemies to all monsters. They They have character times level plus 2 hit points and a base attack value of 4. They cannot perform any move abilities and they're immune to forced movement. At the start of each round, reveal one boss monster ability card to determine their actions, with A being lower than B in initiative order for the purpose of focusing. Whenever they perform an attack ability, only Brother A performs it unless he is dead, in which case Brother B performs it. If both brothers die, the scenario is lost. And the scary part of this is this blade has retaliate and it just starts chewing them up. So yeah, it's got it done. So here, it's going to be a good example of it, unfortunately for us. So, rocket boots! We're going to move for 6 because we are in over right now. So we're going to move for 6 with jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost my base. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to figure out something for that. Maybe I have to stick it down or something. I don't know. So that's going to gain us an XP. And we're going to lose the health for that. And it's going to move our pressure down to high. Then we're going to use electrical discharge. And so considering now that we are in high rather than over, it's going to do an attack 3 with stun. So we'll do an attack 3 with stun. That is 3. So 1, 2, 3. It does have shield 1, so deduct 1 from that. That's done. Unfortunately, I'm now going to take 5 retaliate. It is 5, right? Not 7. Because that's additive, right? I'm pretty sure that's the way that works. Or is it 8? Is it 8? Could be 8. I can't remember if that's additive or not. Let me check the actual cards. Oh god, that's going to be a pain in the ass to find. Oh my god, that's going to be so hard to find. I mean, it also says range retaliate, which is interesting, so I presume that it is additive. Because they have range retaliate 5, but normal retaliate would be 3. So I'm unfortunately going to take both lots, I think. Yeah, I would normally agree with you, Star, but the thing is that it says range retaliate 5, right? So if the card said retaliate 2 at range 2, then it should be retaliate 2 at range 2, but it has melee retaliate of 3 also. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't, when you can't really mix ranged and non-ranged retaliate. Oh, God. Are these in alphabetical order? Please, for the love of God, tell me they are. Nope. Hang on. I got a quicker way of doing this. To the Frosthaven GitHub. To the Frosthaven GitHub. Is Fist still feeling good? Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's great. It's probably my favorite of the two at the moment. I just really enjoy everything that it does. Getting the cards back and everything feels powerful, but considered. Drill is also pretty awesome, but Drill feels very much more like I'm playing on a knife edge, you know? One slip up and it's over, whereas Fist feels a bit more forgiving, a bit more friendly. I don't feel like Drill's mechanics are particularly hard. I just feel like they're kind of... The character's unforgiving with its health pool and its number of cards that it has. It's really very finely tuned, whereas Fist feels a bit more loose. Monster ability cards. And we are looking for Flaming Flame Spinner. What number is it? 6. Okay, so it is ranged retaliate 2. So the card is supposed to be ranged retaliate 2. That's what the card's supposed to be. So that means that it's not telling you the whole story there on the app. So that's a little bit like, you got to be a bit careful there, because that is not ranged retaliate 5. That is ranged retaliate 2, but the character has 5 retaliate. So I'm guessing it's just a little bit of yeah. So basically I take 5 damage is what we learned there. Not 7. Sorry, not 8. Okay, Algok's Archer time is going to attack with disadvantage onto our fist. Okay, so that's going to be 5, 4, 3. But we also have Cold Boulder, which is whenever we take damage, we actually heal. So it's actually only going to be 2 damage, essentially. Feels like I'm not healing again, right? With the hammer, like I'm down to 6. Four damage, but I can heal, so it's 3. Ooh. I just took retaliate 5. No, that wasn't on my fist though, was it? I'm just saying my fist down to 3 just feels a bit weird right now. Doesn't feel like I should be down to 3, you know? Okay, so this brother's going to attack that guy for 4. 3 with the shield, 2. So that's pretty bad. 2 damage, and it's going to take retaliate 5. Good job, brother. This is how easily you could just lose this scenario, right? It's crazy. So do I want to get a card back and take 2 damage to get a card back on fist at this point in time? I very much do so to try and get the mastery. I was going to attack the elite archer for 4. And then I can heal myself for 2. Which puts me back up to where I roughly am. And then we just start burning cards to damage, but then that's not good. I mean, I guess the difference between me being on 3 versus being on maybe like 5 is not that much difference. Risky for a biscuit, I reckon. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If this can do big heal, I don't think I can. Not with the cards I'm looking at. Realistically, if I was smart here, I probably could have done some pushing into these traps, and it probably would have been really beneficial. I should be on regular here, right? I went down twice because of the electrical discharge, yeah. Actually, I was on... Yeah, so... No, actually, I should be on low, sorry. Guess I'm hoping that the guard doesn't do anything. This is tough. Real tough. Especially in trying to do the battle goals too. I guess I could have short rested rather than taking the 2 damage, right? That was always an option, but didn't really think about that one. The other option would be to not heal and then try and dodge the guard. Which could also be pretty fruitful. Guard's got to move 3. Chances are the guard's going to get me. But if the guard, for example, just doesn't move... Ah, screw it. Whatever. We're going to heal up as well from the regenerate. Okay, shield 2. That's fucking annoying. Oh, he's stunned anyway, so he doesn't do anything. Okay, that's fine. Brother performs heal 2, all allies within range 2. Oh, that's cool. Alright, well that counts me too. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that. Maybe I need to get myself into range, into the range of that, really, don't I? Kind of like wish I'd dodged something better there though, but hey ho. Right, we're going to use Ancient Drill. So we're going to attack for 3 with the Giant Sword, for 5 with Pierce 1. So that's 6 damage. 5 damage because 1 pierce, 1 chill, so 5 damage. And we take 3 retaliate.
Nice.
And then we can't do anything because we can't move or anything because we used the Giant Sword. Okay. What's the guard doing? Ranged attack. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we're probably in trouble now. We're probably in big trouble. So first things first is we get that heal from the regenerate. Then we're going to do encase punch top. So we're going to attack the archer for 4. That's all I can do, really. 4. Man, elite archers suck. The top of encase punch isn't even going to come off because they're going to be away from me as well. So it kind of blows. Then I was going to heal another 2. Earth. And then I guess Amulet of Life. Heal another 1. And there you have it. And we have 1 shield. Gotta get a bit lucky, I think. Yeah, good luck. 2 cards in hand. So what's that? 4, 3, 2. And then in case punch happens, so this guy takes the damage. All right, well, it's an attack 3. Okay. Oh, thick-skinned. Yeah, boy. I knew I got this for a reason. I would like to negate damage, please. I completely forgot that I had this. I knew there was a reason why I would have done this. A little immobilized was going. I did have immobilized in that round, potentially, but I decided against it. Thick-skinned, baby. Just when they thought I was out, they pulled me back in. I knew there was a reason why I had that. Okay, good. Okay. So that's going to go to there. Now I can decide, do I want to take 2 damage to get one of these 2 cards back? I mean, I could heal again. Or are we just playing with fire now? I mean, I want to, because if I don't, then I don't get the mastery, and we're really close to doing it. Because if you think about it this way, this scenario, it might not necessarily be over this round, but it could be over in 2 rounds, right? I'm thinking about short resting on my drill, just so that I can kind of go again and just hit it with another ancient drill. You know, realistically, we could win, not this round, but maybe the next round, because I feel like the guard's still going to be alive, regardless of what happens here. But I could kill the archer, could kill the space spinner, and then it's like, okay, well, it's just 1 guard and a drill. You know, I take those odds. Drill can't heal, guard can't heal. I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you gotta live dangerously. So we take the, I guess we take the heal back. Short rest on drill. Risk it for a biscuit? Always. There's one thing we like to do in Great Britain. It's risking things for biscuits. You like this player proof? It makes, yeah, at the very least it's gonna make for good content, huh? At the very least. Do it for the content. Alright, steam armor, that's fine. Don't need that anymore. I'm in a very awkward position where I can't really like get any XP. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts, dude. What am I in? Am I in low? Oh my lord, I am. Oh, we've got the heads up play. I think we might have the heads up play. If we can kill the blade spinner. I really hope that there's some sort of like you kept both brothers alive type thing. That would be cool. Like if you keep both brothers alive, maybe you get better rewards rather than if you only have one brother alive, right? That feels like it would be difficult, but, you know, I'm up for that challenge. Oh, he's healing again. My guy. Okay. So this is an interesting line, potentially. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do shard launch. And I'm going to do it on both the ranged and the regular, right? On the guard. So we're going for the archer first. Big draw, huge draw. That changes everything. 2 damage to the archer. Disarm. Massive. That means I can potentially ignore it now. Then we attack the guard. Okay, miss. That sucks. But might not be the end of the world. I need to make sure that I heal. Very sad. Okay, then I think okay, so then I will pull this guard into here. So it's going to take trap damage, which is 4 damage. I'll consume the earth as well, why not? To gain an XP and immobilize him. I've got less XP this time. I feel like maybe I've forgotten to get XP. I have been using Encased Punch a lot, and that doesn't give you XP, so maybe that'll explain it. Doesn't really help, maybe, but, you know, that 2 retaliate, that's an extra 2 damage that I'm getting from somewhere, right? A few minutes ago, you were watching on phone, yelling at the screen to remember your damage negation perk. I did finally remember. I was like looking at here going like, there's got to be something here that saves me, right? Like, there's got to be something. Oh yeah. Duh. Okay, so this is going to heal him up for 2, and it's going to heal me up for 2, which is pretty big at this point in time. It's really helping to negate some of this horrible damage that I'm taking. Okay, so he's going to move 1 towards his focus. So it's like, where do I want to put the trap, right? I guess it's better to put you on this thing, because then I can attack you for more damage. Sure. Ooh, we gotta hope that this does the job, huh? Right, first off, we're gonna do Ancient Drill. An attack, 3, pierce 1. What's he on? 4 health? +1, please. Please, +1. Come on, game. Oh man, you don't like, I had such a good play to keep Fist alive. So now the question is, who do I stun? What's he doing? An attack 3? Do I just let the brothers kind of take it? I just go and save the Fist anyway? Good clip for a low lights highlight video. That's just my whole stream, pretty much. He's going to be strengthened for his next attack, which could be pretty bad, but it's only an attack 2 at the moment. So as long as I kind of adjust and go at it again and just don't get unlucky for a second time, right? Just get good. So here's the case. I can burn a card on my Fist, right, to damage. I have 1 card in hand. Then I could short rest and I would still be left with 3 cards to play. Which is pretty good, to be honest. Also, bear in mind that if I burn the card to damage, the retaliate goes off. Because I do technically have retaliate up, which I've moved to my discard, but I shouldn't have. But I technically have retaliate 2 up right now. So if I don't... If I let the guard do his attack, I'm going to get a retaliate 2 trigger, which is, you know, it's meaningful. That means that he's within range to die to shards next turn, potentially. I think I stun this. I think I stun this. I don't love it. If I can heal, I can probably possibly recover a card too. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But getting 2 damage on this guy, and you know, potentially he might miss, right? Well, that's our last heal gone. Shuffle. So 3 attack 2s, yeah, but it would only be doing it to those, like it would only be doing it to those 2, right? So, you know, it would be like 4 damage, but these guys have got 8. Like they're fine. Like 8, like. I guess I'm trying to go... I mean, I should probably use the first brother as a meat shield here a little bit. But I'm just thinking, if I can save both of them, maybe I get something special for that. Drawer of the Bedrock. Is that a card that I really care about keeping or not? Probably not. And also, I can't really afford, can I, to go down to 1. Because if I go down to 1, then I would go up to 2, which isn't enough to recover a level 1. So I would kind of just be in a bit of a weird spot. Whereas if I can go early, kill both of these with good draws, then we're kind of, you know, we're kind of in, aren't we? Then it's like, cool. I go up to 3 health. I take 2, I get a card back, I can play, then I can probably long rest if I really needed to. And with the game's probably over at that point. We've probably just won. That means that I would get rid of a 10 initiative, so my earliest initiative would be 19. Realistically, it doesn't do anything for me. Well, it puts Retaliate up, I suppose, which could be interesting. No, let's get rid of it. Let's be proactive. And we'll play this 2 combinations because it could be. I believe I can complete the mastery even if you exhaust. But the scenario is 1. Yeah, I should be able to, right? Yeah, I should still be able to. This gives us the flexibility of killing, you know, whatever we kind of need to kill, I guess. Depending on how we do it. Did we create ice? We did. That's... Oh, that gives me an XP though. Oh my god. Honestly, this game though. This game's like, huh. You can try it if you want, but get an XP. I hate you so much right now. I can't tell you how much. I literally just needed to do a point of damage in that last thing. Like, even if I didn't kill it, just a point of damage would have been fine. Hello? That's interesting. Do they both do that? No. Just one, right? Hang on a minute. What the heck does that even mean? Whenever they perform an attack ability. Okay. So it's just Brother Ray's going to do it. So he can attack the archer, which is kind of interesting. He's going to attack the archer and he's going to attack this at disadvantage. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, there's the special rules. Excuse me. The special rules is basically only until Brother A dies, Brother B heals, Brother A attacks. So is this greedy me going for this or not? I don't know if it is, you know? So if I go for this and the archer, right? Okay, let's do that. Because it gives me a couple of shots at it, I think. Which is ideally what we want. Alright, so let's attack the archer first, I guess. And then the spinning top. So we could just try and hope that the guard does it. Hang on a minute, does 68 even do anything? The blade spinner doesn't do anything here, right? It says focus on the enemy furthest away, move 3. Then it does an attack 2, targeting all enemies occupying or adjacent to hexes entered during the move ability. He does not move, so therefore this card does nothing, right? So actually, I can ignore the blade spinner here. And I can just go and try and kill the archer. Yeah. I'm dropping rings on you. Yeah, and we attack it for 3. Why wouldn't he move to the fist? He cannot move. The special rules are they cannot move. Generate dice? Yeah, thank you. I should be back up to strong. He cannot perform move abilities and is immune to forced movement. It's like he's a saw spinning in place, just damaging them. We're trying to kill him. Yeah, so that is a completely dead card for them, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't have thought it would be, but yeah. Cool. Well, that could be pretty game defining right there. So the guard's now going to go to here. It's going to attack the wall for 2. We might not need that yet. Hold your horses. We need it. 3. Okay, so he's going to attack. So he's going to attack the blade spinner first. Disadvantage because it's ranged. Kills it. Good job, brother. And then it's going to attack the guard because he also now has range. Okay. Not so good. But, you know, I mean, you killed the important one. Hey! We did it! I think we've done it. I think we stabilized. End of round, we will pay 2 health. To recover... well, whatever, really. In case punch, sure. I think I need to short rest on the Zek, and then ideally we just kill that, get that loot, and then we've done it. That regenerates huge, yeah. Go still on the fist. Maybe you can catch a heal from over to recover my last card. I can short rest. But yeah, I mean, if there's a way that I can like get XP or something, but yeah, I can short rest. I think I actually take a point of damage because it was electrical discharge, which is a pretty big card. In case I somehow fluff this up. Very fruitful scenario. It was, yeah. And still very tight, even though we had, you know, played it through one time before and gotten to this room and kind of knew the layout. Still ended up running us very close. Usually a sign of a good scenario. $22. Ooh, yeah, that wasn't what we were looking for. It's gonna make it a bit of a fight at the end, huh? We'll have to burn a card. Actually making it a fight. Right, so we'll attack him for 3 and just hope that this is... wow, let's hope that we draw well, huh? Three, but he has shield 1, so it's 2. That's enough. He's dead. Whew. And then we will just move on to this. Oh, I can't, right? Oh, actually, no, I can, right? So with the icy terrain, if I move onto it here, I would slide off this way, right? Which I can't do, so I will stop on it. So I think I can still loot these two. Whew. More arrowvine, nice. And then yeah, literally for hammer, we're just gonna move on to this. We'll grab this piece of loot. And you know, we short rested, whatever, to get another card back. We're all good. And that's it. Boom. Whew. So we were down to our last two cards on drill, and we would have been down to our last two cards on fist. So pretty crazy. Pretty damn crazy. What an end. Oh, what an end. Success! Victory! All right, let's listen to the conclusion.
The chaos of the room subsides, and you free the two brothers from their restraints. One of them doesn't look so great, but the other seems fit to travel.
We must stop that monster!
One of the brothers pleads.
It steals the life force of its captives to prolong its own miserable life. I won't rest until all those it has killed are avenged!
He picks up a weapon off the floor and starts toward a door at the far end of the room. You grab him by the shoulder, trying to calm him down. You explain that his brother needs medical attention and should be carried back to Frosthaven as quickly as possible. He nods, taking the task upon himself, while providing you with directions on how to reach the Collector's inner sanctum.
Whoa! Oh no! Oh god! I was not expecting this. Our rewards! So, we gain 1 inspiration, or 2 inspiration, if both brothers survived. It's a little bit lackluster, would have liked it to have been a little bit more. That is really hard. We got quite lucky there at certain points, but that's quite hard. So we gain an additional inspiration, basically, because both brothers survived. And I guess we get the 2 as standard anyway. So we're up to 12. So that's good. New scenario, Collections Capstone, 88. This is a forced linked scenario. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get to do another outpost phase. But I mean, it's cool because we kind of want to do side scenarios, so I'm down. Like, I'm happy with that. The narrator expects one of them to die? Yeah, actually shocked. Oh, I got to do my spreadsheet. So team building also triggered, didn't it, today? Because we had that event that was about... We had that outpost event that was about the guard guy. Captain Olmsted. That's a dude. That's a guy. That's a name. So we get 1 from team building. Fist also gets 1 for completing a side scenario. Awesome. Success! Da, 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 da. So in terms of battle goals, we did it. Just. And I believe we did this too, right? Oh, actually, I don't know if I did. I think right at the end I might have thrown the pedestrian away because I moved through the trap. Did moving through traps count? No, it's not listed. Ally, enemy, objective, or obstacle. I don't think it says traps, so I think I did okay there. I think I'm good. I think we're good. Finish. Right, let's update the exclamation mark campaign. Up to 20 gold. 117 XP. We've got a lot of stuff now. 7, no lumber. No lumber is a bit of a... We need to buy some for sure. Cap. Can you apply the mastery without going through a down? That's a good question. I think so. We'll double check in a second once I've just filled the rest of this in. Then we'll double check. 3 gold? We're rich. I'll probably pool all my herbs again anyway. Okay. Let's check it. Masteries. I would presume that it just happens afterwards, right? Just like you get it. I don't see why it wouldn't. It would be a bit weird if you had to wait until you got back. Mastery. 48. Masteries. Each character gains 1 perk mark for any new mastery they achieve during the scenario. Even if they became exhausted during the scenario, they can still achieve a mastery if its requirements were met the time they became exhausted. Each mastery can only be achieved once per character. So this is in the completed scenario step. So I would say yes. Because ending a scenario, you do blah, 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 blah. Then completed scenario, you do gain your looted resources, do your battle goals, your masteries, your challenge, your scenario conclusion, your scenario rewards, inspiration, update your map. So yes, it happens now. So we get 1 perk mark then to put onto our fist. Very cool. Bing. I feel like getting rid of those -1s is just going to be good, right? No. Please. Oh, this is so sensitive. I was thinking about buying a tablet. I saw a... I see that they've just released a Pixel tablet. I'm quite fond of my Pixel phone. I was thinking about checking out some reviews for that. Because I could really do with a tablet. Maybe it'll be my little, you know, Christmas present to myself or something this year. I was thinking it would help a lot for streaming as well. Because it'd give me another big screen to use. Okay, stop being a jerk. Come on now. Your campaign, your next team is going to be Fist, Trap, and Kelp. Any thoughts? I would say that... I would say Fist and Trap probably are going to work quite well together because you have like a fair amount of push. An icy terrain could be interesting, although there's probably maybe a little bit of anti-synergy between icy terrain and I don't know actually, maybe not. Maybe there's some clever things you can do with that. Okay, this is doing my head in now. Come on, I believe. Right, don't touch it ever again. My experience with Kelp was that I couldn't really play Kelp as good as I was hoping. I tell you what would be interesting. Kelp plus Brittle is going to be insane, actually. Holy cow. If you can get that to work, if you can brittle up some enemies and then bane them with Kelp, that's a lot of damage. There could be some absolutely sickening synergy there between those two characters. You're going to have to take a bit of damage because you're going to have to kind of like, wait a few rounds for it to happen, but you will very consistently be able to do 20 damage to enemies. And then, yeah, you have the synergy between maybe Trap and Fist a little bit with the pushing. I played Kelp and Trap as well, and I felt that they were quite disconnected with each other, to be honest. So to the point where I mostly played Kelp as just like a burn big attacks, do some splashy damage type stuff. Like Kelp felt very much like it was on its own, and Trap was on its own. They were quite disjointed. Trap doesn't have any elemental affinities at all from memory, like none at all. So doesn't really help out in that way. But I feel like with those three together, Fist is going to be the glue that holds that team together for sure. Because it's got synergy with both of them. Whereas I would say Trap and Kelp I found to be pretty unsynergistic, really. But it still worked well. It still worked. I don't think there's any pairings that really just don't intrinsically work. Whereas I think in Gloomhaven you could look back and say that there's a few that don't really work, or at least don't work, in a fair amount of scenarios. Cool. Well, that's all good then. So what we'll do is I'll quickly, I did build the enchanter technically last time, so we'll just I'll quickly clean this up and we'll quickly do a couple of stickers on the board, but we won't be resolving a proper outpost phase because we'll do that after our next one. It's been a while since I've actually completed both battle goals in a single scenario too. It's come right down to the wire. We completed both battle goals. I guess if I didn't play for the battle goals, it might have been less close. Possibly. Probably still would have been pretty close though. I probably would have made like 1 or 2 attacks with the drill that maybe I didn't make. I was attacking for like 3 instead of attacking for 5 because I was like, I can't get XP. I want my 2. I want my 2 check marks. But that was a fun scenario. I'm interested to see what the next bit will be. Presumably it will be some kind of boss encounter with the collector. So I feel like Brittle is going to work really well against bosses. Although they may make them immune. I don't know. I haven't fought against many bosses, to be honest, in Frosthaven, so I wouldn't be surprised if they made them immune. It would be kind of a bit cheesy if they did, because it's a bit like the Kelp thing, because Kelp has that problem where in certain scenarios they make enemies immune to Bane. Like, so bosses are immune to Bane. And obviously that's their core mechanic. And yeah, it does mean that, sure, it might be a bit too easy a boss mission if they could just Bane them every time. But also, surely that should be the strength of the character, like assassinating things, maybe? Don't know. It's kind of one of those, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe a bit too strong in those scenarios, but also they can be quite weak in those scenarios because of that. My Axnut sticker's now come off the page. Shoot. That was a big mistake, me doing that. Come on, Enchanter. Come on down. I'm very hyped about this. Presumably I should have gotten an enhancement for that too. Not an enhancement, sorry, a prosperity. I think I did give myself prosperity for it. Yeah, I did. Ta-da! And then we need to put in the new sticker. 80 something. So it doesn't show as force linked on it doesn't show as force linked on this board, but it did on Fortella. I know, and it did in the book. That must be a printing error. Well, there's a printing error somewhere here. Because it's got that exclamation mark. I mean, thematically, it kind of makes sense that they would be linked. Force linked. Bit weird. There's definitely a printing error. The printing error is either on here or it's in the book, right? I don't know. The book. It's too hard to make the book fit in there. Anyway, the book says it. It has the force linked symbol. Whether or not there's, one of these things is wrong. I'm gonna say let's go with the force linked. Thematically, that makes sense to me. It's on the other half of my board. Because it's kind of like, hey, you need to carry on and get this guy. I'm gonna go back to Frosthaven and carry my brother.
I think still, yeah.
That's the blessing from Jeff. That's the blessing from.
Isaac, at this point, can we get your approval to add an additional attack modifier deck for allies in the digital